Okay, it is 12:30 on a partly cloudy morning. I'm gonna fish this creek up a ways. I normally fish it in September, maybe late August to September, but this year the water levels have been so high that I didn't even attempt to come until now. I'm going to use the Daiwa Expert LT36. This is the rod with the very unconventional handle. I've got a number 3 level line on. It's 290 centimeters plus, then added to that tippet. This is at least in this section, is quite a high gradient stream. Can be difficult to wade as well as battle the fish once you hook them. It's got some pretty good sized cutthroat in it. I've caught fish in here up into the 16, 17 inch range, and of course with this high flow water, it can get pretty exciting. So we're going to see if we can get anything this morning. I might be here just a little bit early. Typically this time of year the fish aren't on taking flies until about 1 or 2, but we'll see. Oh, there was a fish right there. I hit it. There we go. Little guy who's hitting my fly. Okay. He was hitting my fly a few times. Didn't think he was of any size, so we'll move on up. Oh, and its hook came out. Shoot. Little one. Pretty tough, pretty big fish. tough place to fight him. If he goes over those cascades, there's no way. There we go. That's what I've been looking for. Well, that's a big cutthroat, probably 16 inches. Very nice. Okay, and off he goes. So the first couple fish that I hooked, the little ones, I got on a Oxford wool gnarly fly, and then nothing happened after that for a long time. So I thought, well, I'll change to a bead head. And so I've been working these pockets with a bead head pink squirrel and nothing. And then I came up here and just changed to a giant Oxford wool kabari, size 8 hook, and he took it. I don't know, hard to get these cutthroat to move this time of year, so maybe using a bigger fly gets their attention. That's a good fish. Got a little sassoy back there in that eddy with the soft tackle gray. This rod is interesting. I'm not sure what to think of this handle. I know that there's a school of thought out there that if you can put your finger or part of your palm on the blank, and you'll have more sensitivity and you'll be able to feel the fish take the fly better. But I'm not part of that school of thought. That's a nice fish right there. Again, about 15 inches, big cutthroat. Let him recover. And off he goes. Anyway, I'm not of the school of thought where Tenkara is about feeling the fish take your fly. In fact, I believe that if you're waiting for the fish, you're waiting to feel the fish take your fly, you've probably missed 1 to 2/3 of the fish taking your fly. I'm a big believer that Tenkara is more of a visual game, watching the line, keeping the slack out of the line, and then watching the line. And if it hesitates or does anything wonky, that's when you lift the rod tip. But that said, this rod has an interesting design. You can hold it here, which I think is what it was mainly designed for. I don't know what this is. This is supposed to be a fighting butt on a 360 centimeter rod. That doesn't make any sense to me. I guess you could hold it here so that your palm and fingers are on the blank. If you hold it here, like I like to hold the rods near the butt of the handle, but it's very uncomfortable for me. This is just way too small. The action of the rod is sort of an upper mid flex, even though it's got a modestly high RFI. It's definitely not a tip flex rod, and I think a lot of people would like that. It's not my style or preference of rod, but that's okay. Anyway, interesting rod. It did fine on that fish. So I changed rods. I've got the Suntech GM39 Keiryu Special on right now, and I put on another number 6 giant Oxford wool kabari. This is a great rod. It's my main backup rod, although it's an excellent rod in and of itself. And it's also my favorite travel rod. I really like its action. It is a tip flex rod, which is quite a bit different than that Daiwa. And keep him on. Yeah. Very good. There we go. Another one on the giant Oxford wool kabari. Another one, small, but I think that'll do me. for today. It is 3:50 and I'm pretty worn out. Anyway, it's been good. I still don't know what to make of that Daiwa rod. It doesn't have the action that I really prefer, but it's not that bad either. It handled those big fish in the current very well. And it's the handle that's really sort of strange. I'll have to see if I can figure that one out. Anyway, it's been good, and I'm going to end there.